Alrighty, guys, Madman Mondello coming at you live from the Gardendale Garage here in beautiful Alabama on this wonderful Friday, and we're heading to Memorial Day weekend. How quickly this has come. You all know the 30th is my birthday. Yeah. Not looking forward to that. Yes, be pulling the double nickel. Oh my god. Anyway, alright, enough about that crap. Alright, now what we have here is we have a 5 console stream for tonight. These are all up on Alliance servers. They all have 1 year part and labor warranty. They're all filled with all kinds of crazy stuff, including college football revamped, college hoops, BO1, BO2, MW2, MW3, Ghost, Advanced Warfare Offhosts, Jiggy, Sentinel, Infinity Ops, Medica Mod Menu, Purge, Buffington Mod Loader. You name it, it's on it. All right. So now we're going to start off here with Mr. Russell Jackson. Now he bought this system off of our eBay store. So there's a 1 terabyte RGH3. So I'll tell you what we're going to do. Russell, we're going to fire this thing up. All right. We'll make sure the damn thing boots. Okay. I'm going to sync this controller up here. And the system booted. Swapped on over to the capture card. Life is good. All right. Now. Okay. Now, Russell, we did an update to our server, by the way. We've got some new stuff there that we're going to show you on this thing. Okay. Including X Community, which is a matchmaking service. So we're going to show you that. That's new on the server. And I'm already up to date. That was your college football revamped updater. And we're going to go through this thing. All right. Now, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to hit Xbox 360. Now, this is a 1 terabyte drive. It takes a second for it to load the cache. And then once it loads the cache, you can go right on through and everything else. But you know, for the initial time, it takes it a second for it to load all these titles up because there's a lot of titles on this thing. So anyway, we're gonna start off with the dashboard, work our way through. We got our Advanced Warfare, all of our Call of Duties, College Hoops 2K8, Crisis 2 Defiance, MMA, Gears of War out the Yin Yang. Okay, you got Grand Theft Auto from Liberty City through Grand Theft Auto 4, Grand Theft Auto 5, San Andreas. You got your Halos, Hitman, Kane Lynch, okay, Madden, NFL. You got your Mass Effect trilogy on there, Medal of Honor. I mean, there's a ton. MW2, MW3, NBA basketball from 2K10 through 2K17, NBA Jam, NCAA Football 10, all the way through NCAA Football 14 with college football revamped, NHL 12, PGR 4, PopCap, Red Dead Redemption, Saints Row, so on and so forth. Sonic, Super Street Fighter, Test Drive, a bunch of wrestling on here too. So on and so forth. Wolfenstein, all that kind of good stuff. And finally, we make it back to the dashboard. All right, now Xbox Live Arcade. All right, you got a ton of Live Arcade on this thing, and I mean a ton of Live Arcade on this thing, as you can see. All right, there is a lot of Live Arcade on this. All right, so this should keep you busy for a little while anyway. And then, of course, you have your homebrew section where your tools reside. And then you have classic games on here now. These are original Xbox games that play on the original Xbox, but also play on this thing. You're going to put it in bypass mode in order to play the original Xbox games and also to play the full versions of the XBLA. But other than that, you don't have to use bypass mode. All right. But anyway, bypass mode is explained in the startup setup video that I'm going to send you with an email with your tracking number and all that kind of good stuff. So please watch that video before you power this console on. All right. So anyway. Classic games, you got a ton of them on there. Or some of them don't have artwork on them. Forgive me for that, but they just don't have it on Aurora. So I mean, yeah. Hopefully, maybe they'll fix that one day. But anyway, as you can see, you got a ton of titles on here, all original Xbox games, so on and so forth. Indie games, okay, these are made by developers. You got a ton of that. You got a ton of indie games on here also, as you can see, so on and so forth, including this chick with a nice friggin' yeah. Alright, so anyway, yeah. Okay. Emulators, okay? You got Super Nintendo, Nintendo, Game Boy Advance, Sega, MAME, PlayStation, back to Super Nintendo. You got over 8,000 ROMs on there. Alright, so, like I said, you won't run out of options. I'll put it to you that way, okay? So anyway, we'll take it back. We'll hit the dashboard, make sure everything's right and tight. In which it is. There you go. And of course, it's up. It's online with a good KB. Now, when you hit the guide button, you will see X Community Beta, okay? That is matchmaking. All right, now, of course, Xbox Live Service has matchmaking, but it kind of sucks, trying to get hooked up with people, you know, on the older games and everything. Well, not on this thing, because now when you go down to X Community Beta, hit A, all right, and you'll see X Community is a network that allows modders to find each other and join each other. You can join public sessions, join with your friends, see who else is online, X Community, and more. Okay, you can also appear offline, do all kinds of crazy stuff with this thing. All right, and there's their Discord right there. So anyway, all right, we'll hit A. As you can see, it's a Friday night, and there's a bunch of sessions on here: Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3, Red Dead Redemption. You know, 10, 16, 10, 12 players, so on and so forth. I mean, you know, there's 19 sessions on here. Left 4 Dead 2, Ghosts, Halo 3, private session. You know, these are all joinable sessions. Need for Speed, Rivals. I mean, you know, it just goes on and on and on. So, very, very helpful with matchmaking. So now you can play these games with a bunch of people and have a blast, all right? Over here, these are all the players. These are the people that are on the server right now. So as you can see, you got Infinity server, Cypher server, and then of course you have our server right there, which is Alliance, and you got XBO on there as well. You know, and these are all the different servers that are sporting this thing, and how many people are on it. You see, and there's a bunch of Alliance people on there, all playing NCAA Football 14, so on and so forth. Yeah, COD, Black Ops 2. There you go. So you know, I mean, as you can see, you know, a ton of people on there. Okay, so you know, I mean, it's loaded, so it's really good. Now you can enable features, custom matchmaking, force modded matchmaking, change your online status, change your username, and save the settings. All right, so very, very big deal right there. All right, that's thanks to the developers over at the Infinity server and also over at Cypher server. Those were the guys that actually wrote this X community. Okay, also with the help of Krasy over there by XB Online and all that kind of good stuff. So you know, I mean, really cool. Very, very cool stuff. They're coming out with real good stuff. And this is just a beta version. Hopefully there's going to be a lot more refinements to it. Okay, so, you know, I mean, but it works absolutely fabulous. So you can have a good time with that. All right, over in your 5th tab, you got your Advanced Warfare cheats, BO cheat, you got your Ghost cheats, BO2 cheats, and MW3 cheats. To disable, hit A. To enable, hit A. The instructions will appear on the left side of the screen. And, of course, that will go ahead and that will tell you to hold in the trigger and hit D-pad left, or to just hit D-pad left, okay? X to select, B to back out. Very easy. Bring this back. Whoop, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. No, where I wanted to go was going back to Aurora. There you are. All right? And there you have it. Russell, thank you for your business, man. I greatly do appreciate it. We're going to be shipping it off to you tomorrow. You'll get a tracking number and all that kind of good stuff. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. Now, we're going to think about it, Russell. All right? I'm going to shut him down. All right? I'm going to grab hold of another one here. All right. This one is, oh boy, this is going to be a good one. Muaz Mimon. Okay. He's got a 1 terabyte model too. Okay, so Muaz, this one is yours right here. Nice, sexy little slim, as you can see. All right, and this one here was a send-in. And it had problems. It didn't want to boot it didn't want to boot up. It didn't want to go to the NAND or anything. It was a nightmare. The poor guy went through hell. So anyway, we fixed it all up. Here it is. It's all done. So I'll tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna fire this thing up. I'm gonna swap over to the capture card. All right. What I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna sync this controller up here. There we go. As you can see, now it boots, doesn't it? There you are. You watch me build this thing. Okay, so you know exactly what's in there and how I did it and all that kind of good stuff. So anyway, we're going to go ahead. We're going to boot up. We're going to get up into the server with this thing. Okay, and I'm going to show you what's on this thing. Okay, there you are. Got it good. Okay, welcome to Alliance, blah, blah, blah. Here we go. And we're already up to date. We already don't have to worry about Cfbr right now. Okay. And here we have it. Okay, so now we'll boot it up. Now, this is a 1 terabyte just like the other one was. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to go ahead, get on over to Xbox 360 here. And again, it's going to take it a second for it to load it for the first time because there is a bunch of titles on there. So it takes a sweet little time to do that. Once it's cached, then it's good, you know what I mean? But, so, you know, mechanical drive, this is what you got to wait on for a little bit. So anyway, but it should come through any second now. Come on, don't play with me, I'll hurt you. Let's go here. Sometimes you can force it, and sometimes not. Oh, you dirty rotten little son. Yes, this is a supply drive by him, by the way. This is not a very, very good drive. Okay, it's 5,400 RPM. So, give it a second here. Oh my God. Come on, you can do it. See, because I'm looking at the Xbox Live. Yeah, there we go. Okay, finally it loaded. Yeah, it's a 5400 drive that you got in this thing, man. So it's not the greatest thing in the world. I mean, normally I put 7200 RPM drives in this thing, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. That's what was in it. So hey, what am I gonna tell you, man? All right. But anyway, just for informational purposes, the next time you buy a hard drive, make sure it's 7200 RPM, not 5400, okay? Because it's kind of slow, and also the cache on it is rather small, all right? So, just to warn you. But anyway, there it is, okay? So anyway, we got Battlefield, and that's just a one-time thing that happens, though. I mean, after it loads for the first time, then it should be okay. So anyway, you got your Call of Duties on there, you got your Call of Troops 2K8, and Defiance, Gears of War out the yin yang, okay? Your Grand Theft Auto series, Halo series, Madden, Mass Effect, so on and so forth. MW2, NBA 2K10 through 17, NBA Jam, NCAA Football 10 through NCAA Football 14, NHL 12, PGR 4, so on and so forth. I mean, it is completely loaded, and you're good to go. All right, this thing is loaded for bear. Okay, now with Xbox Live Arcade. All right, and as you can see, there's your Live Arcade right there. And, yeah, it's fully loaded Live Arcade. You got a ton of Live Arcade on there. You see how slow this drive is? Okay, so just a warning to you, okay? You might want to check out getting an SSD drive for this thing because they've come down in price and also a lot less wear and tear. All right, no mechanical parts. You know what I'm saying? All right, and then you got your homebrew section where your tools reside. And then, of course, you have your classic games on there. It's got a ton of classic games on there as well, as you can see. All right, some of them are at work, some of them don't. It's just the way that it is. But, as you can see, you got a ton of stuff on here. All right, and that's your original Xbox games that are on there. And then, of course, you got your indie games on there. All right, you got a ton of indie games on there as well. You can see some of them racy, some of them not. Like that one right there. And you got that one with cleavage. And then you got memories. And you got, oh my God, I'm paying child support. Okay, stay away from that. Emulators, okay? A ton of emulators on here as well. A Sega, MAME, PlayStation, Super Nintendo, Nintendo, Game Boy Advance, back to Sega, so on and so forth. You got over 8,000 ROMs on there. Have a blast with that. We'll go ahead. We'll hit the Xbox 360 up. You see, now, as you can see, it loads a lot faster, okay? Because the cache is actually, is actually working now, okay? So now we'll go ahead. We'll hit the dashboard. Make sure she's up and good. And there we are. Okay. And there you are. And you're good. You're up. You're on live. Our eyeball pleasing HUD. X Community Beta, as you can see, as just in the one before. And of course, you got your cheats. A to enable. A to disable. A to enable. Very easy. Bring it back home. And there you have it. All right, my friend. Muaz, thank you for your business, brother. Greatly do appreciate it. Shipping it off tomorrow. You'll have your tracking number and all that kind of good stuff in your email. Okay, also, I'll be sending you the startup setup video. Please watch that video before you power this thing on. I know that you're a model already, but still in yet. I just tell everybody, please watch that. It's also nice for a refresher course. And also shows you a lot more than just getting it up online for the first time. All right, so anyway, let's say goodbye to Muaz here. All right. And we're going to grab hold of another one. Okay, here we go. This one, Justin Cornelius. Okay. So went ahead. He did a send-in with us. This was his right here. Cleaned up his case a little bit. He watched me build this thing step by step. So anyway, this is Slim Shady. Okay. So anyway, Justin, I'm gonna fire this thing up here. I'm gonna sync up a controller here. Okay. Good. And of course, system booted. I'm gonna swap over to the capture card. This one's a little bit smaller of a compliment because it is a 120 gig drive. All right. Yeah, actually, originally had an 80 gig drive, and I was like, "Oh my dude, at least the 120." Okay, you want to play, NCAA Football 14, yeah, but you need at least a 120. All right, you got to have that. All right, because there's a lot of stuff on here that's got to get loaded on here, and that's like the bare minimum. All right, now you can also get a USB drive, plug it in here, set your paths up, and you can download a whole bunch of games or whatever and put it on that external drive and access it through Aurora. Okay. But, so you're not stuck with just a 120, all right? But you need at least that, okay, to have some kind of, diversity and everything, and also load all the stuff that's on here, okay? So, Anyway, all right. We're going to hit the screen here, Xbox 360, start off at the dashboard. All right, you got some Black Ops on here. You got 2K hoops. You got Grand Theft Auto 5, Grand Theft Auto 4, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, NCAA Football 14 with college football revamped, of course. And then back to the dashboard. All right, now, Xbox Live Arcade. You got a couple of Live Arcade games on there, as much as I could fit on a 120. Then, of course, you have your homebrew section where your tools reside. And then you have some emulators on there. You got Super Nintendo, Game Boy Advance, Sega, and back to Super Nintendo. Okay, so you got a few emulation games on there as well. All right, so we're gonna go ahead, hit Xbox 360. We'll hit the dashboard. Sure she's good, in which it better be. All right, and there we are. And we're up. We're online. We're live. Our beautiful eyeball-pleasing HUD, and yes, you have X Community Beta on there as well, so you can play with a bunch of people, as you saw before in the previous video. And of course, over in our fifth tab, we have our cheats to disable A, enable A. Very easy. Bring that back, Xbox Home. And there you have it. Justin, thank you for your business, man. I really do appreciate it. And I'm sorry that this thing gave you so many fits. You know, I mean, when I got it, I mean, it wouldn't do anything. I was going, what the, you know, I mean, what did you send me, man? Okay. Anyway, she's all fixed up and good to go. All right. Thank you so much. You got a 1-year part and labor warranty on this thing. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna say goodbye to Justin now. And then what I'm gonna do here, got 2 more to go here. All right, Mr. Leonardo Hernandez. I like the way that rolls out. Leonardo Hernandez. Super genius, yes. I'm kidding with you, Leonardo. Okay, now. All right, Mr. Hernandez. Sounds like Horrendous Revolver. I'm kidding. All right, anyway. He's going to reach out and touch me, I'm telling you. It ain't going to be in a good way. All right. Anyway, Leonardo. Here you go, man, okay? Leonardo DiCaprio. There is your Xbox, okay? So I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to fire this bitch up here. I'm going to sync this freaking controller up here. All right? Hopefully the damn thing will boot, in which it just did. All right. We're going to boot up into Aurora. We're going to get some notifications from the server. And also, like I said, this is a 320 gig drive. Okay, so this one's a little bit bigger. Okay? A little bigger than a 120 gig. Okay? Just give it a second. It'll lock up to the server, and then we'll be good to go. All right? Don't worry about nothing. It better. There you go. All right? And let's see what we got here. Okay. Good. And we're good. And then, of course, we're going to have our college football revamp, I do believe, come up anytime soon. There you go. I'm already up to date. Life is good. All right. And now what we're going to do, we're going to go through this thing. So, here we go. All righty. Now, Xbox 360. Start off at the dashboard. Battlefield on there. You got some Borderlands, Bulletstorm, Call of Duties. Okay. You got all the Call of Duties on there. Gears of War. Okay. Grand Theft Auto 5, Grand Theft Auto 4, Halo series. You know, some Halo. You got Mass Effect Trilogy, Minecraft, NCAA Football 14 with college football revamp, of course. Red Dead Redemption, and Saints Row the Third, of course. Okay? Then we're back to the dashboard. Now, Xbox Live Arcade. You got a lot of Live Arcade on here as well. Then, of course, you have your homebrew section where your tools reside. And then, of course, you have your classic game on there. You got one classic game on there, Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition. All right? And then, of course, you have your indie games on there. And then you have your emulators. You got NES Emulator, Game Boy Advance, Sega, MAME, Super Nintendo, and back to NES Emulator. Alright, we'll go ahead, hit the dashboard. And then what we'll do here, we're going to go ahead and make sure that she's right and tight. There you go. And you're up, you're online, and you are live. Our eyeball-pleasing HUD with X Community Beta. And then on over, we have our fifth tab with our cheats. Disable A, enable A, very easy, self-explanatory. And we'll bring that back home. Leonardo, thank you very much for your business, man. I greatly do appreciate it. Shipping it off tomorrow. You'll get a tracking number and all that. Also, in your email, you will get a link to the startup setup video. Please watch that video before you power this console on. Okay? Very important. Otherwise, you'll be looking at the Xbox 360 logo for a long time, just like another customer of mine just messaged me on my phone saying, hey, man, it's on the Xbox 360 logo, and it's just staying there. Did you watch the video? What video? Oh my God. The video I put in the damn email. Good God. There's 2 in there. There's one link to this video, and there's another link to the startup setup video that I beg people to watch before they power the console on. So anyway, he's like, oh, yeah, that one, yeah. He's like, oh yeah, it works fine now. I'm like, well, yeah. All right, anyway. Leonardo, watch a freaking video. Anyway. Thank you for your business, brother. I greatly do appreciate it, man. All kidding aside. Really do appreciate it. Shipping it off tomorrow, man. All right, now we're going to say goodbye to Leonardo. Goodbye, Leonardo. And no, he's not the Ninja Turtle either, or whatever the frick they are. All right. Mr. Xavier Carter. Xavier. I like that. Xavier. My name is Xavier Carter. I graduated from Juilliard. And oh my goodness, yes, it's just bloody, oh, beautiful. Oh my God, what am I saying? It's late at night and I'm freaking delusional. All right, Xavier. Yeah. All right, Xavier. Here's your bitch. Okay, I'm gonna fire the motherfucker up. Okay, I'm gonna sync the damn controller. All right. Yeah, I'm a little tired. I'm a little wired. It's all good. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna swap over to the capture card. Okay, here we go. Now, Xavier, he got a 250 gig RGH3. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's the weekend. What the freak is a weekend? Tell me what a weekend is. I work 7 days a week. What weekend? Where? Okay. Anyway, okay, there we go. We're booting up into Aurora here. All right. You got a notification from the freaking server. Now we're going to get freaking Cfbr updater. And I'm already freaking up to date. Let's get on with it, shall we? Okay. Xbox 360. Start off at the dashboard. Work our way through. Yeah, Battlefield, Call of Duty's at the yin-yang on the damn thing. Okay, College Hoops 2K8, Gears of War series, Grand Theft Auto 5, Grand Theft Auto 4, Halo 3, Minecraft, NCAA Football 14, the College Football Revamp, Red Dead Redemption, frickin' Resident Evil, and back to the frickin' dashboard. Now, Xbox Live Arcade. It means mind-boggling amount of arcade games for you, Xavier. And then some. And then, of course, we have our homebrew section where our tools reside. And then we have a classic game. We have Tony Hawk's Underground 2. Okay? And then, of course, we have an indie game on there. And what would it be without Trailer Park King? Fuck him in the cleavage. Fuck him in the cleavage. Ah! And then, of course, you have your emulators. You got the flying freaking Mario brother here, all right? You got Game Boy Advance, Sega, MAME, Super Nintendo, back to Nintendo, and the flying freaking Mario. His nose has been in cocaine. That's why his arms are out, and he thinks he's a fucking Cessna 225. Anyway, I wish I looked as good as him. All right. Hit the dashboard. There we go. Alrighty. And it better be up and on live. Okay, there you go. We'll hit the guide button. That's community beta, of course, it's sporting. And then, of course, our cheats. To disable A, enable A, very easy. And we're going to bring it back. And there you are, Xavier. I hope you're happy. Anyway, shipping off tomorrow. You'll get a tracking number, all that kind of good stuff in your email. Guys, listen, have a great night, okay? Enjoy the weekend, all right? And enjoy Memorial Day. And I hope that you all have a good, safe holiday, okay? If you're traveling, be careful out there. You know the nuts on the road and everything else, okay? So just be careful. And I wish you all the best. And I'm going to holler at you later because it's late at night. I'm tired. I'm shot. My eyes are bloodshot. Think I need a drink. Maybe a few. Anyway, y'all have a good one, guys. I'm going to holler at you later, okay? Take care, guys. Have a great night. All of these will be shipping off tomorrow morning, okay? So you will have them Tuesday because remember, we have Memorial Day. Now, Memorial Day, what does that entail? That entails all government agencies closing, including the freaking post office. However, though, I won't be closed. Anyway, you'll have a good one, guys. Holler at you later. Take it easy. Have a great night.